Are we going? Yes we are. Okay. Hi guys, my name is Gabrielle Winter and today I'm going to be doing my first ever YouTube video. As you can probably tell, this is seriously one of my biggest dreams. I've always wanted to do YouTube, and I'm going to have a few of my past videos that never made it to the real YouTube spotlight right here somewhere. Today we will be reviewing some Bath & Body Works products and fine fragrance mists that Bath & Body Works has sent us and paid us to review. Hey, is this recording? Oh, it is. There's time. Okay. I've been doing a lot of thinking and just kind of putting the whole 4 years into perspective and taking my top 10 pieces of advice for you guys, and I have them all in this little notebook right here. So without further ado, let's get started. So my first piece of advice to you guys is hop to the new ops. There's going to be so many new opportunities and new friends, new events. Everything's kind of new in high school, and I would just say no matter what, if you're scared, whatever, just go for it. My freshman year, in the summer before the freshman year, I was signed up for this volleyball camp with girls from my school, and I didn't really know any of them, and the camp was, I think, like 4 hours away. It was a week-long camp, so pretty scary stuff right there. And I was just terrified. I almost didn't go, but I ended up going, and I made two of my really best, closest friends there, and I'm just so thankful that I did go. So I would just say you never know what a new opportunity will bring, and you'll be so thankful for if you do end up doing it. So definitely hop to those new ops. My second piece of advice for you guys today is rock the awk. High school has a lot of awkward moments and situations, and that's just kind of the way it is, and that's okay. Like, high school is going to be awkward, that's fine. But I would say no matter what, just learn to laugh at yourself and have fun with it. I remember so many times in my science classes I'd be called on and I would have no idea what in the world I was doing. For example, if they're like doing some chemical equation and they're like, okay, Gabby, answer. And you're like, oh, nitrogen, that's like definitely something I would have done. And instead of being like, oh my gosh, I just answered wrong in front of my crush, start crying. Don't do that. Instead, just laugh at yourself and be like, oh my gosh, that's embarrassing, and sit down. Like, it's not a big deal. People will want to be friends with someone who can laugh at themselves and not have to be perfect 24/7. My third tip for you guys is the rhyme, you won't die by saying hi. I would say going into high school, I was so shy. But you have to fake it till you make it. Pretend that you're outgoing. If you don't feel like being so out of your shell, just do it anyways. People are definitely just wanting to have friends. So if you're that friendly face, then they're definitely going to want to hang out with you. And just make sure you include people, and it makes high school so much more fun. My fourth piece of advice is don't be too cool for school. I would say my first year of high school, my freshman year, I definitely kind of chased popularity and I wanted to be like the it girl or whatever. I definitely wanted like all the boys to like me and all of that stuff, and that's fun for sure, but it's also so stressful because I was always trying to fit into the like popular group and be just like them. And finally I was like, I am having no fun at these sleepovers and parties or whatever. It's just awful, like trying to be someone you're not. So then I eventually became just like who I wanted to be, and you attract people like you. So then I got really good, really sincere friends, and I wish I would have done that all 4 years because I missed out on a lot of those memories with those girls trying to chase this popular image. And honestly, no one even likes the popular people. Like, they're mean typically or just scary. And so never choose your friend group based on popularity. Just be friends with people like yourself. My fifth tip, one of the most important ever, don't dip into gossip. I've just found in my experience it always backfires, and it's no fun for anyone involved in gossip, whether you're the one doing it or being hurt by it. And no one wants a friend who just gossips all the time. It's no fun to be around that negativity, and also gossip shows insecurity. And so it's just interesting, like when we gossip, we're trying to be like so cool and be like, yeah, she was doing this, when in reality you're just kind of making fun of yourself by being like, I'm insecure, everyone, just so you know. It's not worth it. My sixth piece of advice, some of you guys will probably love. It's called work and twerk. So hear me out on this one. I have had so much fun in high school working, whether it be on homework and hard tests, whatever, but also having a high school job has been so important for me. I got so much more confident through that, and I also made so many fun friends. And so working really hard, whether it be your sport, your high school job, or just in homework, that is so important. And having good like study skills or just working skills there gives you the ability to have more fun later. If you're working really hard, then you have all of that in line and then just have super fun. Like, I don't know. I have loved being able to work and then party hard. Not really party, but you know, have fun. My seventh piece of advice for you guys is study. I couldn't find any words that rhyme to study. If you guys know any that would work for this, please let me know down in the comments below. But I would say study nights were so fun for me. Whether you're at a friend's house having coffee or at a coffee shop, so much fun for me. I pretty much always stayed home in my basement, got in my comfiest pair of study clothes, and just ate my favorite food, favorite drink. It was typically like Mountain Dew to stay awake, and popcorn, ice cream, candy, licorice for sure. Just to have fun with it. I had so much fun studying for tests because I just had all my favorite things around me, and it was like, okay, I feel like in a mood right now. So study. Don't make studying something that's awful and no fun. My eighth piece of advice for you guys is sisters before misters. I am not saying to not date, because dating is so fun and you learn so much through it, but I am saying that, let's say there's an amazing movie out at 3:00 p.m. and your friends ask you to go and your guy friend asks you to go. Always choose your friends, because either that guy's going to be a waste of your time, he's going to be a horrible dude, or he's going to be the one and you're going to spend forever with him, but that's just it. You have forever with him. So don't base your decision off of that. Just always choose your friends. You'll have so much more fun with your friends. I definitely, especially my sophomore year of high school, chose my guy dude over my friends, and I regretted it every single time. It's never worth it. So I'm just saying, have fun with your sisters before your mister. My ninth piece of advice is stay classy. I got so many like college classes out of the way in high school, whether it's dual credit or AP. I so recommend it, because now I'm going into college as a sophomore technically, so I'm having like a lighter study load and just having more fun with it. I can go 4 years, or you can get it done in 3. So if you have the option to go ahead and take college classes, I definitely recommend it. Also, this kind of gives you the ability to have fun classes early on. I took super fun classes early on and then did really harder like college classes later. But my fun classes were like weights, photography, missions and ministry class, just really fun things that I wouldn't have been able to do if I would have just done study halls every single time. So be productive with your classes and stay classy. That was so bad. Okay, my 10th piece of advice, the very last holy grail, last but not least, is let's get healthy. I am not really talking about like carrots and a 5-mile run every single day, although that's so good. I'm talking about mental health. I struggled so much in high school with comparison and just telling myself lies about myself, like you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, the dumb stuff that doesn't need to be talked about. But I was so not confident in high school because of that, and I would just say, feed yourself truths even if it doesn't feel like it at the moment. Be like, no, I'm not dumb, like I just aced that test, or I'm not ugly because I'm not, God created me, you know, like just feed yourselves truth. And also for me, I definitely struggled with comparison, and so change the comparison into motivation. I feel like every single like insecurity kind of comes from comparison. At least for me, it's like, oh, I'm not as good as I should be. So one example of changing it from comparison into motivation is like looking at her, some random girl in class, and being like, oh my gosh, her teeth are so white. Look at these yellows. And instead be like, oh wow, I could definitely get whiter teeth. Like, look at hers. That's amazing. I'm gonna go get some whitening strips and some whitening toothpaste. That's a way to do it. So anyways, I hope that that piece of advice will help you. I don't know, I think it's funny. Ha ha ha, let's get healthy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that these tips helped you a little bit. And if you have any questions or anything else, don't be afraid to message me or comment down below. I am so thankful for you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Bye! Hopefully somebody watched this video, because if I post it and no one watches it, that'll be so embarrassing. Bye!